Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, shedding the tackle. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Drops it off for Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Hamler now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And caught right side, Green. And he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off?
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Bulldozes past him. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to 8.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try to stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Three down. Mike 10. Mike 10. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. White alert.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his pass incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second down, it's Gordon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Bridgewater. This pass caught by Hamler. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Mayfield down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. A give. This is Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Buying time to his left. This will be caught. Judy. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Garrett Bowles, second-team All-Pro last year, guilty there. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Walker able to get him for a loss of about 3. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right? Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down, Bridgewater. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, he's starting to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check mark 45. Check mark 45.
They go play action. Mayfield.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Broncos 17. Right when McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Landry. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Play fake, Bridgewater. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Landry. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go end zone for Green.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Silver. Mike 10. Mike 10. I got one.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And again, it's Bridgewater.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Bridgewater to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Bridgewater finding Judy there for the Bronco first.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Bridgewater. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Room to run past midfield. And some room to maneuver. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes it all the way down to the 15.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. Powers past him at the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Check number 6. Check number 6.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? Those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.